I came to America through a J-1 visa, and while I was here without documents, my father passed away. I was unable to go and see him. At the same time, my sisters weren't working. My brother was still in college. So I made the decision to stay just to help my family. I just had a struggle with my integrity because it's not easy at all. No one out there wants to come to this country just to break the law.
I come from a family of immigrants, but I had a relatively charmed life as an immigrant. What astounded me was how many people are eligible for status in the US but remain undocumented, either because they don't know it or they don't know what to do about it. The typical user will navigate to our website and click on Apply for Green Card or Apply for Naturalization. At that point, they'll begin to be asked some easy questions. When they're finished, they click Submit, and their application is sent to an immigration lawyer in our network. The reason why we're able to eliminate the cost barrier is we're using technology to streamline all of the paperwork. Typically, individuals are going to need some constellation of over 12 forms, over 40 pages of paperwork. The lowest an immigration lawyer would ever charge for a family-based green card is $2,000 to $5,000. But the median income for an immigrant in the US is $40,000, close to 10% of their annual wages. With BorderWise, we reduced that cost to $500. Our goal is not to eliminate immigration lawyers from the process.
Hi, Lewis, how are you?
Figuring that out as someone that hasn't had training as an immigration lawyer is almost impossible.
There's just a lot of jargon involved. There's a lot of subtleties. The technology really guides them through the process and takes that burden away by breaking down the intake process into plain language questions and giving them additional support for how to answer those. That really removes a lot of the confusion that will result when people try to do it sort of with no guidance.
We are, of course, legally married, but we haven't done this ceremony yet.
We want to make sure that from start to finish, their application is prepared and submitted correctly because they're so incredibly important to the trajectory of our users' lives.
I met my wife a year and a half ago, and we got married in December of 2016. She was the first person there offering to help me. I was lucky, but I know some people that just come here and have nothing, absolutely nothing. People are scared. They live in fear, in the shadows, as they said, because they can do anything.
The fear that immigrants feel of being separated from the lives that they've built here really resonates with me. A couple of years ago, I married my US citizen spouse, and every time I visited home, I remember waiting in line to get through customs in a state of total terror. So I thought that there was a very real possibility that I was going to have to leave my new wife and wait in Canada by myself. At a basic emotional level, I want to eliminate the source of that fear for so many undocumented immigrants in the US.
I got the first receipt, which said that they were processing everything. And I think 1 month or 1.5 months afterwards, I got the authorization of employment. My father was always a lover of America. And it's something I always talk with my wife. I was like, what do you think your father would have said? I'm 100% sure he would have been super happy at his 70s speaking English with my wife. And I think that's the dream of every single immigrant that comes to this country.